catch everybody when they're in your room, but you know they do you. That process is called immunity. Please read immunization or immunity. The different types of immunity, passive immunity, active immunity, and so on and so forth. You are going to see some questions from there. All right? Read immunity very well. You're going to see some questions from there. Which of the following fishes possesses claspers? Now, shark are the one that possesses clasper. Claspers are male reproductive organ in cartilaginous fishes like shark. All right, so option D, the correct answer. Now, the tube feet of echinoderms are part of the tube feet of echinoderm are part of they are part of their water vascular system. So option B, the correct answer. Part of their water vascular system. All right. Now, the next one. Dinosaurs. Now, whenever I see question like, even if I don't know the answer, so to be honest with you, once I see only A, B, C is correct, I go for that. Unfortunately, that's the correct answer. They are dominant during the Mesozoic era. They laid shed egg closely related to birds. All right. Now, the next one. Which of these statements is not true? In mammals, offspring develop within the female. All mammals have hair and mammary gland, right? Then, all mammals are land-dwelling forms. All mammals are not land-dwelling forms. Are you getting it? Some mammals like whales are fully aquatic. They are not all land-dwelling form. Things like shark, whale. Whale is a mammal, but it's a fish. You find it in the aquatic environment. So they are not land-dwelling forms. All right. So option C is not true. How are frogs different from snakes? Snake, but not salamander, lay shed egg. Snake lay shed egg. Salamander do not lay shed egg. That's the correct answer. All right. Which of these following body system contribute to homeostasis? Now, homeostasis is a situation whereby the body, the internal environment of the body is maintained in a balanced form. That's homeostasis. And every part of the body contribute to homeostasis. So the correct answer is all of the above. Every part of the body contribute to homeostasis. Every part of the body contribute to homeostasis. Is that okay? Now, which of the following is a requirement for sexual reproduction? The most important thing for sexual reproduction is production of gametes. That is the most important thing. Production of what? Gamete. By the male and the female. Production of gamete is essential for sexual reproduction. In lampreys, fertilization is external. All right, is external. Occurs in water outside of the body. Is that okay? In lampreys, go and look for what lampreys are. Fertilization is external. It occurs in water body outside in water bodies. Are you getting it? They release their egg and then everything meets together and then fertilization takes place. One advantage of urea excretion. One advantage of urea excretion over uric acid secretion is that urea require less energy to form as compared to uric acid. Are you getting it? Urea require less energy to form. Urea is excretive product. Uric acid is also excreting product. Are you getting it? Urea is an amine, something like this. Uric acid is an acid. This is urea, it's an amine. Of course, if you learned your chemistry, you are told that the first organic compound that was synthesized in the lab is urea. Then what do you think is the structure of uric acid? This is urea. From urea, you should be able to form uric acid. Now, uric acid is a very complex structure. It's more like the structure is complex. It's more like the structure of what is it called? Adenine. Then it has what is it called? Attached. All right, something like this. This is uric acid. This is urea. So urea is require less energy to form as compared to uric acid, which require more energy to form. Which of the following is a scientific name of an organism? Now, the scientific name of the organism consists of the genus in capital letter, then the species name in small letter, often underlined separately. So the correct answer, Rosa no, Rogusa no, but a name like Rosa Rogusa is a scientific name. All right? They just want you to know. They don't need you to know the organism at all. The species name is in small letter, and then this one is a capital letter. You should note that. All right. It must always be the first name must always be in capital letter. The other one must always be in small letter, and then you underline under for each of them. Which of the following pertains to taxonomy? Have three part names such as Homo sapiens sapiens. No, taxonomy has two part names. Reproductively isolated from other species. Share the most recent common ancestor, and then have only primitive character. They share the most recent common ancestor. That is one thing about taxonomy. That is why they will tell you that this one, they are found in the same family. Why? Because they come from a particular organism. Are you getting it? That is what makes option C the correct answer. They share the most recent common ancestor. Now, the classification category below the family is what? I say King Philip carry other family go Spain. So which category is below family? Genus. And then, of course, option D, the correct answer. Below family, genus. Above family, order. Is that okay? So the correct answer is option D, genus. One of the benefits of fossil record is that fossil record can be dated. Its completeness, the hard parts are more likely to be fossilized. So the correct answer is all of the above. That is why bones can easily be fertilized because they are the hardest part of the human body, and you can actually date them back. Are you getting it? You can tell by seeing the bone and analyzing it, you should be able to tell how many years that bone don dey that place. So they can be dated. Is that okay? So that is that. In the traditional school of systematics, birds are assigned to a different group from reptiles because the traditional school of systematics, birds are um assigned to a different group from reptiles because they evolve from reptiles. Quite different from reptiles. Feathers come from scale. All of the following are correct. Are you getting it? All of the following are correct. Which of these macromolecules is not part of virus envelope morphology? The virus envelope, they consist of protein. We have phospholipid, carbohydrates. We don't have carbohydrates, but we have lipids and protein. Are you getting it? So we don't have carbohydrate as part of the viral envelope. Is that okay? So please read virus very well. Virus, bacteria. You see questions from there. Hmm? You will see question under viral envelope. The protein that envelope virus is capsid. I've said that before. The protein that envelope virus is a capsid. All right. Now, glycolysis occur in the cytoplasm, while Krebs cycle occur in the mitochondria. Are you getting it? Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondria. There are two processes that helps in the breakdown of glucose into carbon dioxide and water. Hangfish and lampreys are joyless fishes. We've talked about this over and over again. They are found in the class Agnatha. Alright, they are joyless fishes. Option B. Ostriches exhibit what kind of adaptation? Ostriches, they run. Ostrich don pursue you before. They are adapted for running, which is cursora adaptation. If ostrich pursue you, na by that time you go know wetin life. Are you getting it? Cursora adaptation. They are adapted for what? For running. Then the next one. Which of the following organisms possess spongy bone as an adaptive feature? We have spongy bones, right? They aid in buoyancy, and the organism that does that are the fishes. They possess spongy bone. We have two types of bones, which you are going to learn in anatomy next semester. We have spongy bones and then we have compact bones. Spongy bones, they are the ones that are very light, while compact bones, they are the ones that are thick and strong. So for fishes, they have to stay afloat on top of water, hence they possess spongy bones. Is that okay? Now, which of these is not a characteristic of an enzyme? What are enzymes? Now, enzymes are substances that speed up the rate of a chemical reaction without taking part of it in it and without being used up during the course of the reaction. Enzymes are globular proteins. That is correct. They catalyze reaction by lowering the activation energy. The activation energy, like I said, is like jam score. There's a minimum score that you must get for a reaction to take place for you to gain admission into the school. Are you getting it? If that minimum score you don't get up to it, you cannot gain admission into school. Same thing with activation energy. Activation energy is like the minimum energy that must be reached for a reaction to take place. So what the enzyme do is, if the energy na like 200 before, wetin enzyme go do? Im go reduce am to like 100. And you know when it reduce to 100, what will happen? The reaction will be fast. Same thing. Let us assume they put jam score at 250. Some of una by now na for never enter university. Are you getting it? So what the enzyme will do in this case, so that they go fit hasten how you go take enter university, they go come reduce this jam score from like 250 to 150. Everybody let my people go. The reaction takes place. So enzyme works by lowering the what? Activation energy. The minimum amount of energy that must take place for a reaction to take place. If the minimum amount of energy is like 300 kilojoule before, enzyme will reduce it to like 100 kilojoule. So it will be very easy for the reaction to take place. Now, enzymes, they are catalysts, of course. We've said they are catalysts. So all these are correct. But enzymes catalyzed reaction is not reversible. They are reversible reactions. Enzyme catalyzed reactions are reversible. That means option C, the correct answer to this question. All right? They are reversible reaction. Which of these best describe angiosperm? Etymologically, angiosperms are flowery plants. Angio is more like container of sperm. I know the sperm is for what? Reproduction, flowering, or container of sperm or seed. So they are flowery plants. So etymologically, angiosperm, they are what? Flowering plants. Is that okay? Please take note of that. It's very, very important. Angiosperms are flowering plants. All right. Exactly. Let's see. All right. So we have the next question here. When were the angiosperms enormously diversified? Now, we have the upper Cretaceous and the lower Cretaceous. Correct answer is upper Cretaceous. Now, this lower Cretaceous, at that point in time, they are talking about these are very era, those years, all right, millions of years ago. At the lower Cretaceous time, there were angiosperm, but they were not diversified. Diversification started taking place during the what? The upper Cretaceous era. All right. So the correct answer is option B. You can go and browse what lower Cambria, upper Cambria, lower Cretaceous, Jurassic era they are. All right. Now, which of these allowed flowery plant to largely dominate terrestrial ecosystem? Now, it is their flower. Somebody might now say, is it not the deep root system? The correct answer were the flower. The flower were the key innovation that allowed targeted pollination. You know what pollination is, especially through insect pollinator, leading to efficient reproduction and rapid diversification. Because of this flower, there was pollination. These birds carried this one from the anther to the stigma of another, and before you know it, they spread all over. It is not because of their deep root system. It's basically because of the flowers that eased pollination and then ultimately reproduction in these plants. Now, of what importance is small size polygrain in angiosperm? They reduce the amount of time between pollination and fertilization. The small size polygrain in angiosperm, we say angiosperms are what? Flowery plants. Are you getting it? So they reduce the amount of time between pollination and what? Fertilization. That is the correct answer, option C. And then D, of course, we've answered this. We said this flower. So that is that for this one. We'll see in the next one.